I guess this is part 2 to that one that I've just uploaded about after my operation on Friday the 13th. But it got even better after that in a sarcastic type of way. I've got like this weird thing with hospitals, right? You know, with my gifts, hospitals are fucking full on for me. And the staff knew it because I'd always fucking spaz out whenever I'd go there. Spaz out in a way where I'd get super defensive. I just wanted to get in and out. And because with my health conditions, I was always fucking in and out of hospital, you know. And, you know, when I'm in there, I see shit, I sense shit, I fucking, it's terrible. Anyway, so I ended up discharging myself. I never stay very long in fucking hospital. And, of course, they were like, oh, blah, 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 you know, too high risk, blah, 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 blah. And I stayed there for as long as I could, which was, you know, a couple hours after the operation. Anyway, I had organised with the twins' father and the grandmother, me and this bitch, holy fuck, that's another long video. But let's just say we don't see eye to eye because I stood my ground and she can't fucking stand it. Anyway, had arranged for her to watch the children away, you know, at his house so that I could recover. And yeah, ended up getting back to the fucking house and to my house, and you know, I started going into shock. My body started going into shock, and I'm shaking like a motherfucker. And I'm trying to have a joint and shit and trying not to cough because, you know, it fucking hurt. You know, I'd just been cut open, and yeah, and there was like blood everywhere and shit. And she's fucking like yelling at me, going, "You stupid bitch! You know, you should have stayed in hospital." And like me and my mate, because she had done everything that she needed to do, and then she came back up to the house to, you know, check on me and shit. And we're having a cigarette, and I'm shaking like a motherfucker, but I'm laughing about it because I'm like, fuck, this must look so funny. You know, I'm just all like, kind of shit, and I'm cracking up laughing. Anyway, the grandmother decided, nah, I'm staying at your house. And I was already pissed off because I can't stand this woman, you know? And, yeah, fucking useless bitch, that one. And, like, no common sense whatsoever. And then the fucking house alarm kept going off, and I was bedridden, like full on bedridden, and it was so hard to get up and down and shit. And like, no shit, this woman would leave the fucking, you know, it'd be freezing outside, and she'd leave all the doors open. The children were only, you know, they were still toddlers. They were like 2 kind of shit, you know, young as fuck. And I managed to waddle out one day, like it was quite early in the AM. All the doors and everything were open. It was fucking freezing. My children were like so cold that they were like, their lips were going blue and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, you know, come on, man, you know, just come on. Anyway, I waddled out, and my daughter, who, you know, still unstable, fucking toddler, is sitting on the side of the fucking kitchen bench with a fucking steak knife in her hand, the blade, like the fucking blade in her hand. And I was like, what the fuck, you know, I yelled. I was like, what the fuck? And then she went, the grandmother went to grab the knife, and I was like, don't fucking pull it, you know, you're gonna chop her fucking hands off. And then I lost my shit after that. I was like, you fucking useless bitch, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you know, and then she started yelling at me, and she's going, this is the worst day of my life. And I was like, fuck up, you know? Your parents dying should be one of the worst days of your life, not me fucking putting you in your place. And then, oh, it just got worse and worse after that. But yeah, they ended up leaving. They were at my house for about a week. It was fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. And yeah, useless fucks. Like fucking useless fucks. Anyway, that's the rest of that story. There was like huge fallouts after that. You know, this bitch has rung the police on me heaps because I ended up bailing her up at the primary school one day because she threatened my daughter's life. Because my girls, you know, all my children are headstrong. If they don't want to do something that's out of line, they're not going to fucking do it, you know? If they know it's wrong, blah, 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 they'll stand up for themselves. And I'm proud of them for that. But, yeah, this bitch really loves control. Like, full on loves control. And if she doesn't get control, she'll fucking, yeah. Anyway, ended up putting her in her place again, and then she rang the fucking cops on me. Ugh, silly woman. And the cops are like, Tony, just leave her alone. And I was like, well, fuck, this bitch had no idea, you know? I'm sick of her fucking walking over me. Because I wouldn't voice my shit very often. But yeah. And then I started to voice my shit and put everyone in their place. Like, anyway. But yeah. Fuck, and then the grandfather started having a go at me too, and I was like, you stay in your fucking lane. You know, they're all fucking... Money speaks with them. Money speaks, and I've got no proof of this, but during the court case, none of my evidence was allowed to be shown. I had like fucking all these witnesses and everything. Like, this fucker would stand up on the top of his truck, methed out, going, I want fucking nothing to do with you and your nigger babies and all this kind of shit, like full on shit. I'd have like the Brotherhood neighbors and everyone ready to come over and help me because he would lose his shit all the fucking time. And you know, domestic violence was big. You know, he'd fully fucking smack me over and everything. Like, it was brutal. And the police were involved in everything, and none of that evidence was allowed to be shown in fucking court. But his mother turned up one day, and she was the only witness that was allowed to be there. She got caught out though. The judge caught her lying about an incident where he punched me over and shit. And yeah, she got kicked off the fucking thing. But yeah, they've always said, you know, our money talks. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about your money. You know, the truth will always come out. And then it came out about 6 years down the line that yeah, I wasn't lying and all of that kind of shit. And yeah, but it was a long fucking road. Lots of drug tests and shit. He kept accusing me of drinking and being back on drugs and stuff. And so I did my own investigations, especially with the alcohol, because I could prove that I wasn't doing drugs, you know, with hair follicle tests and stuff, which I was doing. And with the alcohol, because they were going through my rubbish bins and everything looking for fucking bottles. And I managed to do some research, and I found there's this fucking company in America that can test you for alcohol through your fingernails and shit. And so I got hold of my lawyer, and I was like, look, there's this. Can we do this? I want to prove that I'm not. And yeah, sure enough, the government helped pay for that. And yeah, I proved everything. But yeah, stupid shit like this. But anyway, I'll just keep rambling. Have a epic Friday the 13th. I don't know if you can see the sunrise. It's weird weather. Oh, it's fucking beautiful, my friends. Hang on. I'll take you outside. It's like sunny, but it's like raining. You can't see it. It's like this crazy as fuck orange. Anyway, enjoy your day. Keep on keeping on.